Welcome to Learners Math TV. Ngayon naman ay pag-aaralan natin ang multiplication of radical expressions. Pagkatapos nyo itong mapanood at mapag-aralan, you'll be able to multiply radical expressions and simplify the results. Balikan muna natin yung mga parts ng radicand. Etong n, yung number na nandyan sa radical expression natin, yan yung tinatawag nating index. And then, yan naman ang radical symbol. At yung nasa loob, whatever quantity ang nandito or variables, yan ay tinatawag naman nating radicand. So pag multiply ng radicals, meron tayong basic rule. Ang sabi, we can only multiply radicals with the same index. So hindi pala natin siya basta pwedeng i-multiply kung hindi magkaparehas yung index. So just by following the basic rule, I'm going to show you example. Ayan. Ito yung ating first example. Square root of 3 times the square root of 6, that is equal to square root of 3 times 6. So inilagay natin parehas doon sa loob. Parehas nito, square root of a times b. So dito naman, square root of 3 times 6. So ito yung sinusunod nating basic rule natin since parehas naman yung kanilang index. So pwede natin ngayon yang i-simplify. Since ang 3 times 6 ay equal sa 18, so magiging square root of 18. And then, pwede pa natin siyang i-simplify because yung 18 ay merong factor na 9 times 2. And since ang 9 ay perfect square number, pwede pa natin siya uling i-simplify. The square root of 9 is equal to 3. Then, ang magiging final answer natin dyan is 3 square root of 2. Dito naman sa example natin, ipapakita natin na hindi lang ito pwede sa square root. Maaaring sa mas mataas na root. Kagaya nito, cube root of 2 times the cube root of 4. And that is equal to the cube root of 8. So we're just going to multiply those radicand. Then, pwede na natin i-simplify because 8 is a perfect cube. And that would be equal to 2. So that must be our final answer. Kung ganito naman yung given na i-multiply natin, ang gagawin lang natin dyan ay square root of 15. So pagkatapos nating i-multiply yung radicand, kung titignan natin, yung 15 ay wala naman siyang ibang factors kundi 3 times 5 and 15 times 1. So walang factor ang 15 na perfect square number. Kaya, ibig sabihin, hanggang dyan na lang at yan na yung ating pinaka-final answer. Kung ganito naman yung ating radical expression na i-multiply, ang gagawin lang natin dyan ay ganito. Yung dalawang number na nandun sa labas ng radical symbol, i-multiply natin siya sa labas. At eto namang mga radicand natin, i-multiply din natin siya dun sa loob ng radical symbol. So, ang mangyayari dyan, ang pinaka-final answer natin is equal to 6 square root of 10. Kung sasamahan naman natin ng variables, ganito naman ang ating gagawin. Parang yung kanina lang, i-multiply natin yung dalawang nasa labas na number, yung 3 and 4. And then, sa loob, yung mga radicand, x times y. So, therefore, ang ating final answer dyan is 12 square root of xy. Kung ganito naman yung ating i-multiply, square root of 6x times square root of 3x. That would be equal to square root of 3x times 6x. So, i-multiply lang natin silang parehas doon sa loob ng iisa na lang na radical symbol. And then, since ang 3 times 6 ay 18 at ang x times x ay x squared, yan ay magiging square root of 18x squared. And then, maaari natin siyang i-simplify dahil ang 18 ay may factor na 9 times 2. So, magiging square root of 9 times 2 times x squared. And then, since yung 9 ay perfect square number at eto namang x squared ay perfect square na rin siya kasi magkaparehas yung index at saka yung exponent. Pwede na nating ilabas itong x. So, ang final answer natin dyan is the square root of 9 is 3, kaya magiging 3x square root of 2. Dito naman sa example na ito ay magmumultiply tayo ng radical expressions na binomial. So, tig dalawang terms. Unahin muna natin yung first terms, applying the FOIL method. So, square root of 2 times square root of 2 is equal to the square root of 4. And then, yung outer terms, square root of 3 to times the square root of 2 is equal to square root of 6. And then, multiply natin etong square root of 3 ulit times the square root of 2, yung inner terms naman niya, yan ay square root of 6 pa din. And then, yung susunod ay eto namang last terms, square root of 3 times the square root of 3. So, yan ay square root of 9. And then, ano ang square root ng 4? Ang square root ng 4 ay 2. And then, i-add natin ngayon itong square root of 6 plus square root of 6. Pwede silang i-add kasi magkaparehas yung kanilang radicand at magkaparehas yung kanilang index. Okay, kung hindi pa napapanood yung ating video lesson, nasa description ng link kung papaano mag-add or mag-subtract ng radicals. So, meron itong invisible 1 dito na numerical coefficient dito. Okay, so kaya yan ay 1 plus 1, yun lang ang i-add natin dyan. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Hindi natin i-add yung mga radicand. Ang i-add lang natin yung kanyang numerical coefficient. So, magiging, since 1 plus 1 is 2, yan ay magiging 2 square root of 6. And then, ano ngayon ang square root naman ng 9? Ang square root ng 9, of course, ay 3. Then, pwede na natin ngayong i-add etong dalawang ito, 2 plus 3. Ayan. Yan lang ang pwede nating i-add dyan. So, that is equivalent to 5. Then, plus, copy, 2 square root of 6. So, yan na ngayon ang ating pinaka-final answer. Ngayon naman, to complete your learning process, maaari mong sagutan ang practice exercises na ito. Maaari mo ring ilagay sa comment section ang iyong final answer. Sapagkat, laging tatandaan, sa math ay hindi maaari na nanonood ka lamang. Upang maging mahusay, dapat lagi kang handa na mag-practice o magsanay. Baka isa naman dito ang sayo'y nakakahadlang. Pagmasdan mong mabuti upang ikaw ay magtagumpay.